Some Philadelphia football legends are helping to kick off Prostate Cancer Awareness Month with a message of screening and survival.
Health reporter Stephanie Stahl is here with more on today's event. Steph?
Today's big event out there. You know, about 3 million American men are living with prostate cancer. Survival depends on early detection. The month of September that starts Friday, of course, is all about raising awareness. Well, today's event had a simple game plan. Men need to huddle up with their doctors.
Carl Baylor can have fun now, taking selfies with his 3 kids. 3 years ago, doctors said he wouldn't live this long after he was diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Never thought it was something like that had happened to me. I've never been sick.
But with chemo and radiation, he beat the odds and is now able, with his wife, to be part of a prostate cancer awareness campaign sponsored by NFL Films and alumni.
And I'm getting between my 2 favorite Eagles players.
John Runyon and Mike Quick were among the former Eagles players talking about the importance of PSA screenings for prostate cancer.
We want to just make sure that men are aware.
The former wide receiver has a long family history of prostate cancer that includes his father and grandfather.
It's all around my family, so I understand the importance of. So, in fact, I had a screening done 2 months ago, and I make sure that it's a regular thing.
Annual PSA blood tests can save lives. Dr. Sean Kavanaugh is with Cancer Treatment Centers of America, which co-sponsored the event.
It's time to make sure that the African American community and those with a family history of prostate cancer take screening more seriously. And all men should have a discussion with their physician.
An issue that doctors say is especially important for African American men because they have higher rates of prostate cancer and it's more deadly.
I wish I had a PSA check earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't. But I know it can help other people get a prostate check, get their PSA check, and that could save lives, you know. So any type of way I can help another person save a life, that's what I'm here for. That's great.
And he was there with all of his Eagle favorites. Now, Carl was just 45 when he was diagnosed. Prostate cancer usually strikes older men, but that's why it's so important for men to talk to their doctors about when screening should happen. And it obviously is a lifesaver.
Yeah, it's part of my routine.
Yep.
Come on, fellas, huddle up. That's the sign in football. Huddle up with your docs. Let's do it.
Huddle up.
Let's do it.
All right, Steph, thanks.